Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Burn to charcoal. A hot fragment of wood or coal that is left from a fire and is glowing or smoldering. Fossil fuel consisting of carbonized vegetable matter deposited in the Carboniferous period. Supply with coal. Take in coal. The big ship coaled. Burn slightly and superficially so as to affect color. The fire charred the ceiling above the mantelpiece. A human female employed to do housework. The char will clean the carpet. Any of several small trout-like fish of the genus Salvelinus. Burn to charcoal. Without a drenching rain, the forest fire will char everything. A charred substance. A hot fragment of wood or coal that is left from a fire and is glowing or smoldering. Undergo combustion. Start to burn or burst into flames. The oily rags combusted spontaneously. Cause to burn or combust. We combust coal and other fossil fuels. Get very angry and fly into a rage. The professor combusted when the student didn't know the answer to a very elementary question. Cause to become violent or angry. Riots combusted Pakistan after the U.S. air attacks on Afghanistan. Pain that feels hot as if it were on fire. Undergo combustion. Maple wood burns well. Use up energy. Burn off calories through vigorous exercise. Get a sunburn by overexposure to the sun. Cause to undergo combustion. Burn garbage. Shine intensely, as if with heat. The candles were burning. A browning of the skin resulting from exposure to the rays of the sun. Cause to burn or combust. The sun burned off the fog. Cause a sharp or stinging pain or discomfort. The sun burned his face. Burn, sear, or freeze tissue, using a hot iron or electric current or a caustic agent. A place or area that has been burned, especially on a person's body. Create by duplicating data. Burn a CD. Destroy by fire. They burned the house and his diaries. An injury caused by exposure to heat or chemicals or radiation. Damage by burning with heat, fire, or radiation. The iron burnt a hole in my dress. Damage inflicted by fire. Execute by tying to a stake and setting alight. Witches were burned in Salem. Feel hot or painful. My eyes are burning. Feel strong emotion, especially anger or passion. She was burning with anger. Spend significant amounts of money. He has money to burn. Break or cause to break into pieces. The plate fragmented. A broken piece of a brittle artifact. An incomplete piece. Fragments of a play. A piece broken off or cut off of something else. A fragment of rock. Matter produced by plants or growing in the manner of a plant. Fuel consisting of the remains of organisms preserved in rocks in the Earth's crust with high carbon and hydrogen content. Give something useful or necessary to. Melt, fat or lard, in order to separate out impurities. Render fat in a casserole. Give an interpretation or rendition of. The pianist rendered the Beethoven sonata beautifully. Bestow. Render thanks. To surrender someone or something to another. Render up the prisoners. Give or supply. The estate renders some revenue for the family. Pass down. Render a verdict. Show in, or as in, a picture. The face of the child is rendered with much tenderness in this painting. Restate. Words, from one language into another language. She rendered the French poem into English. Give back. Render money. Make over as a return. They had to render the estate. A substance similar to stucco but exclusively applied to masonry walls. Cause to become. The shot rendered her immobile. Coat with plastic or cement. Render the brick walls in the den. Give something useful or necessary to. Provide or equip with furniture. We furnished the house in the Biedermeier style. Circulate or distribute or equip with. Supply blankets for the beds. Give something useful or necessary to. State or say further. Give what is desired or needed, especially support, food or sustenance. The activity of supplying or providing something. An amount of something available for use. Offering goods and services for sale. Give something useful or necessary to. We provided the room with an electrical heater. Supply means of subsistence. Earn a living. He provides for his large family by working 3 jobs. Mount or put up. Give what is desired or needed, especially support, food or sustenance. The hostess provided lunch for all the guests. Make a possibility or provide opportunity for, permit to be attainable or cause to remain. This procedure provides for lots of leeway. Determine. What is to happen in certain contingencies, especially by including a proviso condition or stipulation. The will provides that each child should receive half of the money. Take measures in preparation for. Provide for the proper care of the passengers on the cruise ship. Fold up. Serve oneself to, or consume regularly. Fool or hoax. Call for and obtain payment of. Fold up. Take in the sails. See or watch. Take up mentally. Hear, usually without the knowledge of the speakers. Earn on some commercial or business transaction. Earn as salary or wages. Take into one's family. Accept. Suck or take up or in. Take in, also metaphorically. Express willingness to have in one's home or environs. Take up as if with a sponge. Make clothes smaller. Please take in this skirt, I've lost weight. Provide with shelter. Visit for entertainment. Take in the sights. Intermediate between peat and bituminous coal. Rich in tarry hydrocarbons. Burns readily with a smoky yellow flame. Coal suitable for use under steam boilers. A hard natural coal that burns slowly and gives intense heat. A hard natural coal that burns slowly and gives intense heat. Rich in tarry hydrocarbons. Burns readily with a smoky yellow flame. Intermediate between peat and bituminous coal. A hard natural coal that burns slowly and gives intense heat. A carbonaceous material obtained by heating wood or other organic matter in the absence of air. Intermediate between peat and bituminous coal. A unit of electrical charge equal to the amount of charge transferred by a current of 1 ampere in 1 second. One of the 4 nucleotides used in building DNA. All 4 nucleotides have a common phosphate group and a sugar, ribose. A base found in DNA and RNA and derived from pyrimidine, pairs with guanine. 10 The speed at which light travels in a vacuum. The constancy and universality of the speed of light is recognized by defining it to be exactly 299,792,458 meters per second. An abundant nonmetallic tetravalent element occurring in 3 allotropic forms, amorphous carbon and graphite and diamond, occurs in all organic compounds. Street names for cocaine. Being 10 more than 90. A vitamin found in fresh fruits, especially citrus fruits, and vegetables, prevents scurvy. A degree on the centigrade scale of temperature. A general-purpose programming language closely associated with the Unix operating system. Music. The keynote of the scale of C major. The 3rd letter of the Roman alphabet. An abundant nonmetallic tetravalent element occurring in 3 allotropic forms, amorphous carbon and graphite and diamond, occurs in all organic compounds. A thin paper coated on one side with a dark waxy substance, often containing carbon, used to transfer characters from the original to an undersheet of paper. A copy made with carbon paper. An abundant nonmetallic tetravalent element occurring in 3 allotropic forms, amorphous carbon and graphite and diamond, occurs in all organic compounds.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.